We start with the exercise 1B. Now in this we will need certain important formulas. So the formula what we will be having will be, first one is GST payable is equals to output tax minus input tax. That is, output tax is tax on SP and tax on CP. So that is the output minus input tax. The another thing is GST payable is equals to ST% of profit. So that is ST% of profit, where profit is calculated without tax amount. So it is pure SP minus CP. It is pure SP minus CP. No SP was plus tax and SP minus tax. So it is just not SP plus tax and CP minus plus tax. It is only pure CP and pure SP. The third thing is amount payable, total amount payable for an article is equals to SP plus ST% of SP. That is the total amount payable for any article. Okay. So whenever anybody says what is the amount paid for this article, then it will be always SP plus ST% of SP. That is given as the amount payable. Next is but otherwise the one was the earlier one, that is the discount and the NP and also that is we already discussed. So this is the formula for exercise 1B, right? So GST payable is output tax minus input tax, tax on SP minus tax on CP. GST payable could also be calculated by the formula of ST% of profit, where profit is calculated on the tax, and total amount payable for the article will be SP plus tax on SP. And tax to government, total tax paid to the government, total tax agar 29, so it will be ST% of last SP of the article, or sum of all tax paid by sellers in the transaction. So as I told you in the earlier example, in the earlier video, we saw that 150 can 100 plus 10 plus 40. So that was 150, or you can say directly last price क्या था 1500, तो उसका 10% was 150, so that was ST% of the last SP. So it could be either this or this, which is always the same amount. So you can also have a cross check. So अगर तुम लोग ने ये इसका total मार दिया और उसके बाद cross check करने के लिए last SP के साथ में cross check कर लिया, तो you know that okay, you are getting the right answer. So this is about the thing, and of course the formation of IGST, CGST will always be there. That IGST is the complete tax, whereas CGST, SGST is dividing the whole thing into two parts. So that is about the exercise formulas for exercise 1B. We move on to the questions now. So there are very less sums, there are only 11 sums. So we do the 5 sums out of it, the alternate sums. We start with sum number 1. Fill in the blanks out of sum, but basically the whole thing need to be sorted out. So first is, when the goods or services are sold for rupees 15,000 under intra-state transaction from station A to station B at GST 12%. So first thing is they are given that it is intra-state. It is intra-state. That's why it will be CGST and SGST. Okay. And the GST percent, so it is given that the SP is equals to rupees 15,000, and they are given as the rate of tax, the GST is equals to 12%. So that will be giving us the CGST is equals to 6% and SGST is equals to 6%. So now we are finding out the values over here. The first thing, A, they are going as SP at station A. What is SP at station A? So SP is equals to rupees 15,000. Question B, CGST, SGST. So CGST, SGST क्या होगा? It will be 6% of 50,000. So 6 upon 100 into 50,000. So that is rupees 3,000. C will automatically be again rupees 3,000. This is CGST and this is SGST. The D is, if the profit is 5,000, what is the SP at station B? So D, profit is equals to rupees 5,000. Therefore, SP at B is equals to 15,000 plus 5,000 rupees 20,000. Okay, so SP to, sorry, I missed out one point over here. The C point is CP at station B. So we have got CP at B. So of course CP at station B will be the sum of these things. So because we are talking that at what price they bought this article, so that CP at one sec, is this 15,000? Oh, I told you 50,000. Okay, 15,000. So this will become 15,690. So it will be 900, and this will also be rupees 900. So the first answer 15,000. Yeah, the second is 900, and then the CP at B, as I told you, CP, whenever they ask you the CP, it will only be this price, not CP with tax. So the CP over here is rupees 15,000. The D part says that the profit is 5,000. So profit is equals to rupees 5,000. Therefore, SP at B is equals to rupees 20,000. Because 5,000 plus 15,000 is 20,000. So SP at B is 20,000. Now the same goods are moved from interstate, under interstate, from B to C. So next is from B to C is interstate. So when it is interstate, it is going to be over here that IGST will be equal to 12%. Okay. So what will happen? The GST over here will be 12% of 20,000. That is going to be rupees 2,400. And the CP at station C. So CP at C will be equal to just 20,000. No doubt the person paid for C 22,400. But we can see over here that the amount what will be paying will be the amount we will be paying will be 22,400, but what CP what will be calculating will be only 20,000. This is the important part. We do not take the CP including your taxes, we take it excluding the taxes. So that's why CP over here was also 15,000 and here also it was 20,000. We did not consider the tax amount at all. Okay. So that was the first sum, which was divided in two parts. One was intrastate, that is within the state, where you had got 12% GST, means 6% each. And you had got then B to C was, so this one was A to B. So from station A to station B was interstate, the intrastate within the state, wherein CP was this much. So GST was 6% of that, according to 900. So CP will be 15,000 and profit is 5,000. So SP is 20,000. This 20,000 material B wale ko jo mila hai, he is selling it to C, which is outside that particular state. So when he is selling it to C, he is putting IGST. So this is IGST. IGST will be 12% of 20,000, that is 2,400. And accordingly, सी वाले के लिए कॉस्ट प्राइस क्या रहेगा, सिर्फ 20,000. ओके, वी मूव ऑन टू द थर्ड सम. Sum number 3. Goods services are sold from Kota, Rajasthan to Mumbai for rupees 20,000, and then from Mumbai to Pune, if the rate of GST is 12% and the profit made by Mumbai is 5,000, find the net GST paid at Pune if the dealer at Pune is the end user. Okay, so what we have is, first thing is Kota to Mumbai. So SP is equals to rupees 20,000. IGST, because it is different states, is 12% of this one. So it will be 12% of 20,000 is equals to rupees 2,400. Right? And then you are given that the profit by Mumbai is, so now CP for Mumbai is equal to rupees 20,000 and profit is equal to rupees 5,000. Therefore, SP for Pune is equal to rupees 25,000. Okay, so they are given us, the first thing is that find the net GST paid at Pune if the dealer is the end user. So here, what is the GST paid by Pune? So Pune वाला कितना देगा? He will be paying CGST 6% is equal to 6 upon 100 into 25,000 is equal to rupees 1500, and SGST 6% is equal to rupees 1500. Therefore, total GST is equal to rupees 3,000. Got it? By Pune. The total GST paid by Pune person for the material was rupees 3,000 as he was the consumer. So that was sum number 3. We now move on to sum number 5. A is a dealer in Meerut, UP. He supplies goods worth rupees 15,000 to dealer B in Ratlam, MP. Dealer B in turn supplies the same goods to dealer C in Jabalpur, MP at a profit of 3,000. So A, he supplies goods worth 15,000 to B, and B in turn give to Jabalpur at 3,000. Okay. And if the rate of tax or GST is 18%, the cost of goods services to the dealer C in Jabalpur. So first of all, you need to find out the cost of the goods to the dealer in Jabalpur. So cost of the goods he's saying, so it will be inclusive of taxes. And net tax payable by dealer B. What the dealer B is going to pay as the net tax payable. So that is the two questions over here. Let's see the first one by one. So we have over here, first one is question 5 is dealer in UP to dealer in MP. That will be IGST. The CP of the material is rupees 15,000. Got it? The CP of the material is 15,000, and IGST is equals to how much percent? 18% is equals to 18 upon 100 into 15,000 So 18 into 15 will be 270, so rupees 2700. So you can see that this is nothing but the input tax of B. This is A, dealer A, this is dealer B. Input tax of dealer B is 2700. Got it? Now, SP of dealer B. Now dealer B, now what is happening? This is dealer B to C in MP. So that is again, this is now intrastate. So intrastate, so that will be CGST and SGST. Right? So what is the profit? So profit, so first of all, the CP is equals to rupees 15,000 for B. Profit is equals to rupees 3,000. Therefore, SP is equals to rupees 18,000. SP of B. Okay. So we see that first thing what is asked is the cost of the goods to the dealer C in Jabalpur. So first of all, cost of the good. When they are given the cost, it is not the cost price, it is the total cost. So total cost to this will be equal to the total cost. So total cost is equals to SP plus ST percent plus IGST. So that is going to be, first of all, I will find out IGST, that will be on 18,000. So 18% of 18,000. So 18 upon 100 into 18,000. So 18 ka square, 18 and 324, I think 324. 18 to 88 is 64, 8, 14, 0, 8, 1, 4, 2, 3, 324, yeah. So 3240 is the tax amount. Therefore, total cost is equals to 18,000 plus 3240. Accordingly, it will be 21240. That's the total cost of the article to the dealer at C. So dealer C, total cost is equals to rupees 21240. Now the next question is net tax payable by B. So tax by B is equals to output tax minus input tax. The output tax is this one. This is the output tax. 3240. What are the input tax? Input tax we wrote somewhere. Yeah, input tax 2700. It's 2700. So the accordingly it will be 540 rupees is what he paid as the tax. So the tax payable by dealer B is rupees 540. Is it clear? So that was sum number 5. We now move on to sum number 7. Consultant services worth 50,000 are transferred from Delhi to Calcutta at the rate of GST 18%, and then from Calcutta to Nainital with a profit of 20,000 at the same rate of GST. Find the output tax at Delhi, Calcutta and Nainital. We need to find out the output tax at these 3 places. So first is Delhi to Calcutta. So Delhi to Calcutta, it is CP is equals to rupees 50,000. So 50,000, and so find the output tax. So for Delhi, what is the output tax? That is the selling price. Yeah, it will be IGST is equals to output tax is equals to 18% of 50,000. 18%, yes, 18%. So it is 18 upon 100 into 50,000. That will give me 18 for the 90, so 9,000. 9,000 will be the output tax for Delhi. So Delhi output tax, that is the first part. Second is Calcutta. Now Calcutta to Nainital. For Nainital, the first of all the profit will be CP is equals to 50,000 plus profit is equals to rupees 20,000. Therefore, SP is equals to rupees 70,000. Okay. This was SP for the Delhi. So this was CP, was SP for Delhi. Output tax. Yeah. SP is 70,000. Yes. So accordingly, output tax is equals to IGST is equals to 18% of 70,000. That is 18 upon 100 into 70,000. So 12,600 is the output tax for Calcutta. The output tax for Calcutta is 12,600. The third thing is Nainital. Now Nainital is not selling, it is not given that he is selling it further. So his output tax is equals to 0. Why 0? Because no further sale, or we can say SP is equals to 0. His selling price is not given, he is not selling it to anybody else. Hence you will see if the dealer will be 0 because Nainital wala ho sakta hai end user ho, ya to he was not able to sell that material further. So his output tax is 0. Got it? So this is how we are doing the sum number 7. जिसमें दिल्ली का I just check up the answers. Delhi answer question number 7 9,000 12,600 and 0. We now move on to sum number 9. You can see as such when you see the sums you will find that they are slightly simpler as to what the explanation I had given you earlier. It is because the concept of GST is very complicated, but the sums what we are given over here are much simpler, so need not worry about the problem. So anyway, we see the 9th sum. The mark price of article is rupees 6,000. So we have got over here mark price is rupees 6,000. He is giving a discount. The dealer is giving a discount. A wholesaler sells into a dealer at 20% discount. So discount is 20%. So this is wholesaler to dealer. Wholesaler gives a discount to the dealer of 20%. So accordingly SP will be equal to 100 minus D% upon 100 into MP. So that will be 100 minus 20 upon 100 into 6,000. So that will be 80 upon 100 into 6,000. That's 4800. So the SP of the article to the dealer will be 4,800. The dealer further sells the article to a customer at a discount of 10% on the mark price. Okay, now of course they are also going to ask me what is the tax paid to the government and all. So here I know that we are just considering everything as IGST and the tax in each case 18%. So ST is equals to, or IGST will just write over here, is equals to 18% of SP, that is 18 upon 100 into 4800. That is going to give me as 48 into 18. 8 is a 64. 832 plus 6 is 38. 084 and 468. So rupees 864 is nothing but the output tax for wholesaler. Similarly, input tax for dealer is also equal to rupees 864 because इसका output tax इसका input tax है. Okay. Now what is happening? He is giving a 10% discount to the customer. So for him, the discount. So he has got over here the MP is equal to rupees 6,000. Discount is equal to 10%. So SP will be equal to 100 minus 10 upon 100 into 6,000 is equal to 90 into 60 is rupees 5,400. So accordingly, the IGST will be equal to 18% of 5400. That is 18 upon 100 into 5400. That is going to be 54 into 18. 8 4 is 32. If it is 40, 43, 0, 4, 5, 279. So it will be rupees 972. This is the output tax of dealer. Okay, we have got this data. Now we will find out what is asked. So if the rate of GST is 18%, okay, find the amount of tax and the GST paid by the dealer to the government. So what is the paid by the government? GST paid is equals to output tax minus input tax is equals to 972 minus 864. Okay. That will be 972864. Differences is 8, the 6 is 0, and this will be 1. So rupees 108 is the amount what the dealer pays to the government at the end. So that is the GST paid by the dealer is 9,108. Understood? So what you are doing in each every case is finding out the output tax, input tax and the output tax, and accordingly subtracting it to get the answer. If you see this, if you can also calculate this in the another method is to find out the profit, because the rate of GST is same. You can find out the profit. What is the profit over here? The profit is he sold it at 1,400, which he bought it for 4,800. So the profit over here is 600 rupees. See, it is GST is equals to ST% of profit. That is nothing but, what is the profit over here? Profit is 5,400 minus 4,800. It is 18% of 5400 minus 4800. That is 18 upon 100 into 600. So 18 6 are 108. Hence, you can see the answer is the same. Rupees. Got it? So this is sum number 9. We come to the last sum of the chapter, that is sum number 11. So this chapter gets over in the 5th part itself. We don't require the 6th video. We'll continue in this sum and complete the chapter. So trader marked a refrigerator for rupees 15,680 inclusive of GST at the rate of 12% on the mark price. So he is getting a particular thing that is inclusive of GST of 12%. So it is given here that MP with tax is equal to rupees 15,680. Tax is equal to 12%. So we know that let SP is equal to rupees X. So X plus 12% of X is equal to 16800. Sorry, 1680. See, SP plus X is giving you the total selling price. They are giving the total selling price is 15680. So here it is going to be X plus 12% is this way. So that is going to be X plus 12% will be 112 upon 100X is equal to 15680. X is equal to 15680 into 100 upon 112. Okay, we can divide it by 4. So 4 2s are 8, and then 32 4s are, and sorry, 4 8s are 32, and 4 3s are 12, and then 36 is 9s are, and then 2s are and 0s are. Okay, then there's again you can divide by 7. 7 4s are, 7 5s are 35, and 42 is 6 are, so 560. Then again divide by 4, so 4 1s are 4, and then 16 is 4s are for 140. So that is going to be rupees 14,000. So basically the SP of the article was rupees 14,000, and he is adding a tax of 12% and selling the material for 15,680. Gagan, a customer of this refrigerator, asked the trader to reduce the marked price of the refrigerator to such an extent that it reduces the price plus GST on it to equal to the marked price of the refrigerator. Find the required reduction. So what he wants is that Gagan, a customer, he wants that it should be such that one sec. Gagan, a customer for the refrigerator, asked the trader to reduce the marked price of the refrigerator to such an extent that its reduced price plus GST on it is equal to the marked price of the refrigerator. So you can see the marked price is 14,000. So he wants the article to be available in 14,000 instead of 15,680. So what is the reduction required? Now this 14,000, basically we need to see that the reduction in the price will be, you need to sell it at 14,000, right? So it will be X plus 12% of, so what the dealer wants is that X plus 12% of X should be equal to rupees 14,000. So he wants the material to be given to him at the price which is the selling price excluding the sales tax. So he wants something which was marked at 15,680. So, but remember, this will not be equal to 1,680. It will be something different. Why? Because here he wants it at 14,000 inclusive of taxes. So that's why we are going to take over here that let the amount be Y, because we have already taken X. So you take Y plus, this will be 112Y upon 100 will be equal to 140000. Sorry, 3 zeros. So accordingly Y is equal to 14000 into 100 upon 112. Got it? So you can divide by 4. So 4 2s are 8. And then 18, you have the same thing, and then this is going to be 4 3s are 12, and then 20 is going to be 6 are 18, and 20 again. Oh no, this is not happening. Okay, this is 20 and then this 14, so this should go by 7 also. So I think we can take that way. 112, 7 1s are 7, and 7 42. Yeah, 42 is 16. So this is 2,000. Okay, and then you see this one as 4 4s and 4 500, and then this 4 can go here with 25. So accordingly it will be rupees 12500. So he has to sell the product at 12500 plus tax to get the material as 14,000. Therefore deduction required will be equal to 14,000 minus 12,500 is equal to rupees 1,500. So the answer for the required reduction is rupees 1,500. We'll check up the answer. Yeah, it is 1,500. So that is the right answer. So we can see that this is how you do the sum number 11. So this is the end of the chapter GST. Quite a difficult to understand kind of a chapter, but sums were easy. but we cannot assume that the sums will always be easy. So understand the concept properly, go through the concept का जो videos है उसको properly बराबर से समझ लो, so that you are not taking any mistakes during the calculation of these things. So just go through this thing properly. Okay, so that was end of GST.